Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to repot orchids. Hello and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm excited to be showing you how to repot orchids. I love orchids, and usually when I go to the grocery store, if I see a really pretty orchid, I pick it up. Here's one that I just recently got, and it's still blooming, and it's very beautiful. It still has some pods right here, so it's gonna be blooming more. I'm gonna be showing you what to do with them once they have no more flowers and they're stuffed into these little plastic pots. We're gonna be repotting them into these cute little babies right here. So stay tuned while I show you how to take care of orchids. So here's the two we're going to be repotting, and here's the two homes they're going to be going into. I wanted to show you these right here. Well, this one right here, which is going to be blooming. So here's a couple orchids that I've repotted already. You can see how healthy they are. Close, you can see the roots down there. See how green? So yeah, and blooming. Here's another one. Same thing. See how dark green and luscious? It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 leaves on one side. Pretty good. Here's another one I've repotted quite a while ago, and it actually almost needs to go in something bigger. So orchids like pots that have holes in them, but you can also put them in other pots. They still do good. Like for instance, this pot doesn't have a hole, but you can see it's blooming very beautiful. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this plastic container. And this is what you'll find stuffed in there with some moss and all those roots. It looks very healthy actually. So yeah, we'll be taking care of that. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to be doing is gently trying to remove all this moss from the roots. So this. Big chunks of it in there. Look at all that nasty moss. Okay, now I'm going to be gently removing, trying to be gentle. There we go. This plant has a very healthy root system. All those roots. There we go. Here's the moss that I took off of the two orchids that I'm repotting. I'll be throwing that in the trash. Okay, here we go. Remove from their little tiny space they were in, and I'm going to show you what to do now. I'm going to take these over to the sink and give them a nice clean rinsing. Not a clean rinsing, a good rinsing. Okay, I took them over and rinsed them. I got off any excess moss that might be hanging on, and yeah, they're nice and clean now. This would be a good time if there's any, like right there, you can see that root, little dry things that look dead. You can trim them off if you'd like. These right here are air roots, and you don't plant them. They actually come up and get air to the plant through these roots. Here you have it. The roots are nice and clean. I've rinsed off any excess moss that was hanging on to the roots, and they look really healthy. I'm excited to show you what to do and give these a brand new home. Okay, so right here I have some moss that I've rinsed in water so it's damp, and then I have some bark which I've also rinsed just to make sure that it's nice and clean. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be planting the orchids in. This is the medium for the orchid potting mix. These plants do not have much that needs to be cut off. I would say like right there, I'll trim that, and there's like a full flower stem, I'll trim that, and that right there, I'll trim that off. But other than that, these roots look really healthy. Can't wait to put this in its new home. These plants do not have much that needs to be cut off. I would say like right there, I'll trim that. And there's like a old flower stem, I'll trim that. And that right there, I'll trim that off. But other than that, these roots look really healthy. Can't wait to put this in its new home. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna be doing is putting some bark down first. Say about that much. Okay, now I'm going to be adding the plant. I'm going to hold the plant up and pour in some of the bark, like so. Okay, now I've put the bark all around the roots there, and I'm gonna top it off. So I did about 3/4 of the way up in bark, and I'm gonna top it off with moss that I've soaked in water for about 20 minutes so it's nice and damp. Just put the moss like so. Some of the leaf even. So that all the roots are covered. See that? I would say that's perfect. Isn't that a beautiful little pot? Now let's get some flowers, beautiful little orchid. Kiss. Okay, let's do plant number 2. First, we're going to start out putting in our bark. About that much. Just so the plants, see all the roots can sit in there nicely. And then we're just going to put some more bark around as we hold the plant and keep it centered. I've actually used a lot more bark than I thought I would. So I'm going to be going back outside in a minute and cleaning some more bark. I like to put it in a colander and rinse it really good before I put it into my pots with my plants. Okay, I actually decided not to go out and get more bark because if you remember when we took out these other orchids, all they had in them was moss. So I think we have plenty of bark in there. And I'm going to go ahead and put some of this moss in there. And these roots right here that stick out, these roots are for air, so it's totally fine. That's normal. Just let them hang out and get some air. Okay. Look at that. Oh, wow. So here's the finished product, guys. I just love this pottery. Talavera. Cute as can be. So basically what we did, these right here used to be just like this. So what they did is they take 2 small ones. Well, actually these are a little smaller. I take that back. See how small? So once these are done blooming, I will be doing the same thing and putting them in another container. So that's what I did. I had a container that came with 2, and then I just repotted them into here. I'll be doing that soon with these, but not today. Okay guys, so here we have it. 2 beautiful rehomed fresh potted orchids in these beautiful Talavera pottery, which I love and collect, by the way. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's my video on how to repot orchids. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, feedback, leave them in the comments section. It's easy and anyone can do it, and I myself learned how to do it on YouTube about 10 years ago, and now I'm a huge collector of orchids and I know how to repot them. That's it. Take care. If you enjoyed this video, think about giving me a thumbs up and possibly subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Thanks, and have a great, happy Memorial Day weekend, because it's coming up soon. Get ready. Thank you for being here. Leave me a comment. I hope you learned how to repot orchids. Aren't they just as cute as can be? And they have found a happy home, and I know I got fresh flower blooms on the way. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section and give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. And I'll see you guys on the next video.